Welcome to the featured trade of the week. You're about to see the Micro Eminis. No pattern day trading rule, but real affordable trading. And if you haven't seen it yet, hang on to your seat because we're going to start the live trade right now. During today's trade, I'm going to be talking to you about experience. You're going to need experience, but what is it? What kind of experience should you be looking for? Did you know some experience is a lot more valuable than other experience? What are those? We're going to talk about that and more today. And you want to know, how much is it going to cost me? I'm trading with Tastyworks, and I put in a bracket order. It has the entry, stop loss, and the target price all at once. Since I'm trading in the morning, I check with a Squawk or some other newsletter and try to find out what's happening in the market today. And it's not too much except this one. And it says in no uncertain terms, the outlook today is spectacularly bearish. I'll keep that in mind. So everything about trading isn't exactly rocket science, you know. So June 17th, 2022, and the time is 9:54 in the morning. The trade is about to be underway. I'm setting up my parameters now. I'm going to short one contract, $5 a point, remember, of the S&P Micro Emini at around 37.09. And I'm going to risk around $27 on this trade with a stop up there near 37.15. And that close at profit price, which is also known as the target price, is just a placeholder. It's rather arbitrary. So whatever you put in there, the market doesn't really care. One of those things you're going to learn from experience, the type of experience I mentioned in the introduction this morning, is to look at the overnight prices. Now, one of the things you remember is 4 a.m. Eastern Time is when the European markets start coming online. And from then until about 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning, as you can see up top here, there's an incredible amount of price resistance. The market during the night tried several times to exceed it and just couldn't quite make it. Now, if I was a robot trader, I would be going more by the MACD than what I see and know from my experience that the market is actually doing. At 9:54, that price resistance point of 37.08 is reached again, and I decide to take a chance and risk a few dollars that the market probably won't exceed that price resistance, so I decide to short a contract. Now, 5 or 6 times in the last 6 hours, the whole European market hasn't been able to drive that price much above 37.08. So what I'm taking is a calculated risk here. Don't mind risking $20 or $30 to be able to make this trade. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't have to risk $60 or $100 to make this trade, so I'm going to give myself a fair chance and take it. Now note that I'm not even in the trade yet, and I have a plan. Of course, I remember what champion Mike Tyson said. Everybody has a plan until they're punched in the face. And that is what stop orders are for. As you go about studying what type of experience is going to serve you the best, you have to look at the type of trading you're doing. When you tune on a financial channel and it says, what's the inflation percentage? How far is the market down for the year so far? What about Meta, Netflix, Twitter, Microsoft, Tesla? What are the top 15 stocks today? The financial channel's outlook. They do interviews with hallowed economists talking about the big picture. Well, hello, I just hit the send button on this trade. None of that stuff matters anymore. Doesn't make one iota. What does matter is what's happening in front of me right now for the next few minutes. That's it. I decided to initially risk $23.75 on this trade. A reasonable amount, I think, and I feel like my probability is better than 50% that the market's going to go down right now. Now, if I had no experience trading, I would have said, wow, I'm down $15 in the first 30 seconds. Oh no, I've made a mistake. But I have experience, and I know that isn't true. I could have made a mistake, sure, but there's no way you can be guaranteed to be right here. You know, I've been in the trade now for 1 minute, and I'm about $5, not even that, down right now. In just about every trade, no matter how long it is, you're going to make 5 or 10 decisions in the first couple of minutes. There's no way out of that. That's what you signed up for. So let me tell you a story. A guy has never been to a casino before, so he takes the venture in hand, walks through the front doors, finds the floor manager first thing, and he asks the floor manager, hey, bud, where can I find the the sure money. Which room, which game do I go to make money? Think about the irony of that. This guy, the floor manager you're talking to, is paid by people who built this building you just walked into so they could take your money. Now, don't get me wrong. I love going to a casino. Spend time with friends and family, have a few drinks, take in a show, a nice dinner. But I don't go there to make money. I go there to have a great time and socialize. Well, the odds in all casinos are not in your favor, and that's by design. It's because I have experience and I practiced. I have much, much better odds here than I do in any casino. And still I can lose 40% of my trades and still net a profit. I'm going to tell you, here's the name of the game. There's only one tool, really, that you can control to get the odds in your favor when you're doing this kind of trading, and that is trade selection. Unlike the casino, when you're trading the Micro E-minis, you get to choose the times when you think the odds are more in your favor. Truth be told, usually I spend more time looking for trades, far more time looking for good entry points than I do actually trading. You've been keeping tabs on the screen here. You see, I moved my target up to 3673 from 3690 where it was down there. Right now, I have the Tastyworks mouse. I did that left click thing, and I'm pulling my stop order down. I'm trading at 3702, so I'm $25 to $30 ahead on the trade. Now, why am I getting the Tastyworks mouse and moving my stop loss order down so I can lock in a portion of those unrealized gains that I have right now, which are about $35 at this particular moment? But wait, there's something else I'm doing when I'm dragging that stop order down. It's much, much more important. I'm actually reducing the risk on this trade. In fact, now my stop is at 3706. It is impossible for me to lose a penny on this trade. Now, why is that so important? It's important because you make most of your bad decisions when you're behind on a trade. So when you have a stop order that locks in at least some little profit there, the pressure's off and you can make much, much better decisions. And how do you learn that? By experience. Now, I know technically it may not be 100% correct, but when I get into a situation where I cannot lose a penny, nothing on a trade, I think of it as a free trade. Now, it's true, I may lose some unrealized gains, but not a penny is going to be taken out of my actual cash account. For me, it just becomes another way to measure how much I've taken the risk out of the trade. And at every moment during each and every trade, you got to know where you are. Right now, I'm 5 minutes into the trade. I can't lose any money. And I have about a $25 to $30 unrealized gain. I hope you can see how this type of trading gets easier and easier and easier the more experience that you have. Like when you're a beginner to say, oh gosh, I've been in the trade 5 minutes. Am I ahead or behind? Where's my stop? What am I? You've got a million things going through your brain. But like everything in life that you do over and over and over again, you get better at it. You get more experience. And I got some more good news for you. With that experience comes confidence. You can't have confidence in trading until you get experience. Now, why am I talking about experience so much and pressing that point all during the video today? The reason is very simple. As you gain a better understanding of what the priorities are during a trade, you automatically adjust your expectations. Folks, this is a solo sport. You're your own best friend and your own worst enemy, all at the same time when you're trading. Nobody else is there. You're going to notice as you get more experience in this type of trading that your expectations automatically change. There comes a point in time when you realize that just because you didn't make money on a trade, it's not because you did something stupid or wrong or made a huge mistake. Those things happen sometimes, but less and less as you gain experience. And you learn to adjust your expectations to things that are more realistic. And when you learn that, it becomes more enjoyable, and that means you get better and better at it. It's all great. Now look what has happened. I locked in 13.25 points, $66.25 in under 10 minutes. That's the worst thing can happen to me in this trade. Very quickly, I ask your help in one matter. If you'd like to see more videos like the one you've seen today, hit the like button. I count the tallies on those. That helps me decide what's next in the coming videos here on the channel. Thank you. Just moved the stop down to $36.94, locked in $71.25 now. That's what I love about this kind of trading. This is when it gets real. Leverage is over 50 to 1. It's 2 to 1 maximum for stocks. You get 25 times the leverage. I made 18.5% on that $385 in only 10 minutes. The bank will pay you 2% in a whole year. And that is why more than $1.5 billion of these Micro E-minis have been traded since May of 2019. When they were introduced, it broke down the barriers for small traders. So welcome aboard. Just want to remind you, if you're new to the channel, look at the text in the description below this video. Why? There's free things down there. Free trade simulation program, links to 2 4-video playlists for beginners that'll help you get started with some of the basics, and a lot more. And if you like the see it, click it, trade it screen you've seen in the video today, I'm using Tastyworks. There's also information on that below about that broker. And if you are new and you'd like to get some more experience, you can start right now. Check out this playlist. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you next time. I'm Don Singletary. I hope every day is a payday for you.